loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, guitar players. Tonight we got a fantastic song from one of the best bands ever. And I believe this was their first #1 hit in the US and UK charts. This is She Loves You. I believe this was from the 1964 era. And again, it was a great hit on both sides of the pond. So let's take a look first at the chords, and we'll go from there. First chord you need to know is either an E minor, E is an echo, or if you're a bit more advanced, you can do the E minor 7th. E minor 7th is just the E minor with your pinky added on the 3rd fret 2nd string. And of course we count the strings from the floor up to the ceiling. So the 1st string is this guy down by the floor, and the 6th string is the guy way up there. So 3rd fret 2nd string is where your pinky goes for E minor 7th. Next chord is A 7th. A is an alpha. And that is your basic A shape without the middle finger. Kind of a bluesy sound. So we have the E minor 7th or E minor. You can play either one when I mention E minor in the song. Then we have got the A 7th, which I showed you. We have a C. C as in Charlie. Got a G as in George. B minor. B Bravo minor. That is a minor bar chord with your finger on the 2nd fret. It's an A minor shape to slide it down so that you're fretting 2nd fret with your fingers, and then you're playing the A minor shape on the 3rd and 4th frets. So that's a B minor. We also have a C minor, which is the same chord shape fretted or barred on the 3rd fret. C is in Charlie minor. So 2 bar chords, B minor and a C minor. The good news is if you're pretty new to guitar, those guys are pretty easy bar chords to play because they're on the light strings. So those are good starter bar chords. You got to start sometime, so might as well learn those 2 guys. They're pretty similar to learn. Next we've got a D as in dog 7th, or yeah, D 7th. And I believe that is it for the chords. There might be one I missed, but we will get to that when we do. So, strumming pattern, I always say, and you know by now that what I say is don't worry about the strumming pattern first, worry about getting your chords sounding correct, and then worry about the strumming pattern after that, because the strumming pattern is not always that important, and you should learn the chords first to make sure those sound nice and clean. But if you do want a strumming pattern to work with, the pattern is actually, let's see. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down. If you want a pattern to work with, down, down, up, down for the strumming pattern. So we got the chords, we've got the strumming, and let's get to the first verse. I guess it kind of starts with a chorus, which is She Loves You, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess John Lennon actually said this was not the best songwriting in the world as he looked back in later years, but at the time it was a great song. And you know what? I think it's still a fantastic song. But those are the lines. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's an E minor, or you can play the E minor 7th. So E minor 7th. She... And that's for the first line of the song. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. First line, E minor 7th. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course you can just do the E minor if you prefer. There's not a huge difference. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Second line is A as an alpha seventh. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, the same lyrics, but this time on a C. C as in Charlie, the C chord. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. G, finish on G. So again, it starts on E minor. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. A seventh. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. C. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Extra yeah there, but and then on to G. And the first verse, which is of course on G. And it starts on G and it goes, you think you lost your E minor. Love, L I, B minor. Saw her yesterday, D seventh. Hey, hey, hey. Back to G. It's you she's thinking, E minor of. And she, B minor, told me what to D seventh say. She says she G loves you, and you know that can't be bad. And from that G to an E minor, I'm sorry about my camera angle here, but what you can do, it's optional, as you go from the G to the E minor. She loves you, and you know that can't be bad. You hear kind of a walk down there. What John Lennon does in the song is he's playing his G, and on the sixth string, that's your big fat E at the top pointing towards the ceiling, you go from the third fret, sixth string, which is a G, and you walk that down so that guy is now open, and you got your pointer finger on the sixth string, second fret, and your pinky on the first string, third fret. So you can go G, and that kind of walk down, which is just taking that first string off, and then go to E minor. It's a little bit tricky if you're new. So again, it's optional, but that's the walk down. So we've got you think you lost G, you think you lost your E minor love. Well, I B minor saw her yesterday, D7 yesterday. G, it's you she's thinking, E minor love. And she, B minor, told me what to D7 say. She loves you. Here's the walk down, and you know that can't be. So just two strums with that transitional chord. Can't be bad. That's G. And then we go to C minor, C's and Charlie. Loves you, and you know you should be. D7th, glad. Stay on D7th, and then back to G. She said you heard her so. E minor, so. She, B minor, almost lost her D7th. But G. Now she says she, E minor, or E minor 7th, knows, B minor, you're not the hurting D7th kind. She says G, she loves you. Here's that walk down, and you know that can't be bad. E minor, yes she, C minor, loves you, and you know you should be. D7th, glad. And of course there's an optional a little bit high. Let's just work on the ooh. Okay, back into the chorus again. E minor or E minor 7th. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. A 7th. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then C minor. With a love like that. D7th. You know you should be G glad. next verse on G. Ready? Now it's up to E minor, 7th, or E minor. You, B minor. I think it's only D7th. Fair to G. Pride can hurt you. E minor 2. B minor. Apologize to D7th. Because G loves you. Stay on G. And you know that. Here's your walk down. You know that can't be bad. E minor. Yes, C. Yes, she, C minor, loves you. C minor loves you. Stay on C minor, and you know you should be D7th. Glad. And then, woo, everyone, woo. Back to E minor 7th. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. A7th. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And with C minor, love like that. You, D7th. No, you should be glad. G, walk down to E. And with C minor, love like that. You, D7th. No, you should be G, glad. Walk down to E minor. And again, C minor. With a love like that. You, no, D7th. You should be G, glad. Stay on G. Then go to E minor. Yeah, 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 to C. Yeah, 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 and finish on G. And that, my friends, is the lesson. It's not too tough of a Beatles song. I'm going to try to add an actual playthrough right after this video, so if you see it, then I did it. If you don't, hope you all have a great time. Remember to practice your chord changes, and most of all, have fun. We'll see you next time. Two, three, four. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. You think you lost your love? Well, I saw her yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Yeah, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. She said you hurt her so, you almost lost your mind. Now she says she knows you're not the hurting kind. She loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Yeah, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And with a love like that, you know you should be glad. Now it's up to you. I think it's only fair. Pride can hurt you too. Apologize to her, because she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Because she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And with a love like